Hello guys, today I'm going to analyze two companies. The first company is APD and the second company is Avery Dennison. In this video I'll go through their respective share price and respective earnings, and then I'll analyze their financial statements and provide you with my personal opinion. Let us begin this video by discussing the two companies' respective share price and their respective earnings. The first company, Air Products and Chemicals, missed its second quarterly earning last year. It bet its third and fourth quarterly earning last year. It bet its first quarterly earning last year, and as you can see, the estimate for its second quarterly earning this year is much higher than the estimate for its second quarterly earning last year. Now, in terms of the share price, the company at the beginning of the pandemic was at 238. And it reached a peak of 304. Avery Dennison, on the other hand, bet its second, third, and fourth quarterly earning last year. The estimate for it bet its first quarterly earning this year. And here again, the estimate for its second quarterly earning is much higher than the estimate for its second quarterly earning last year. Now, in terms of the share price, the company started at 131 at the beginning of the pandemic, and during this time period, it reached a peak of 225. Now let us talk about the two companies' respective financial statements. The first financial statement belongs to APD. For those who don't know, APD produces atmospheric gases. It produces gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, argon, carbon dioxide, and most importantly, the company produces helium. Helium is a very important gas. It is used in a variety of industries, in a variety of markets. For example, helium is used in MRI scanners, which are used to detect severe illnesses. It is used in cables, in computers, hard drives. It is a coolant for reactors. It detects gas leaks, and most importantly, helium is used in the chip production process. So from this we can see that the company is present in many markets. It sells its products to a variety of industries, and therefore it's highly likely that the company will grow in the future. It should be remembered that the United States has frozen a significant portion of Russian oligarch wealth. Using this wealth, the US government can now stimulate the economy by engaging in expansionary fiscal policy. Such policy by the government would benefit APD greatly. Now, moving on, let us talk about the company's financial statement. The company has a very good financial statement. Revenue for APD rose from 8 billion in 2019 to 10 billion in 2021. And similarly, income went from 1.8 billion to 2.114 billion in 2021. The current asset and current liability ratio is very good. A significant portion of current liabilities is made out of accounts payable. Now, as I've mentioned in a previous video, accounts payable is a good thing for the company. So it's nice to see that a significant portion of APD's current liabilities is made out of accounts payable. The only minus in APD's financial statement is their equity. APD's equity is much higher compared to their income. Equity went from 11 billion in 2019 to 14 billion in 2021. Now this disproportion between income and equity indicates to me that the company has too many non-current assets which are not generating revenue for the company. The company could sell these long-term assets which no longer create revenue and increase their cash, or use the cash from the sale to reduce their liabilities. Other than that, I have nothing else to say about APD. Now let us move on to Avery Dennison. Avery Dennison is a packaging company. It mainly produces labels. The company unfortunately has a lot of competitors, and it is highly unlikely that the company has any exclusive patents which protect them from this competition. Unfortunately, their financial statement is not strong. The company has very high expenses. The company needs to reduce its cost of sales, and it needs to reduce its general, administrative, and sales expenses. Income did rise from 303 million in 2020 to 740 million in 2022. However, even with this increase, income is still too small for this company. It is still too small compared to the revenue generated and the equity. Equity is too high for this company. It indicates to me that the company has long-term assets which no longer create revenue. The company could sell these long-term assets, and this sale of long-term assets would increase their cash supplies. An increase in cash would improve the company's stability. The last thing I have a problem with is the company's very large accounts receivable. A very large amount of our current assets is made up of accounts receivable, and this needs to change in the near future. I'd like to see a fall in accounts receivable. The company does protect themselves with a very large accounts payable. However, even with that, I'd like to see a reduction in accounts receivable. In any case, that is all I have to say about Avery Dennison. Let us now rate the two companies. I'm going to place our products in the buy section. The reason why I'm placing our products in the buy section is because the company has a strong financial statement. The company produces products which are highly demanded in the market. Their products will continue to be demanded in the future. And it's likely that the company will benefit greatly if the US government introduces an expansionary fiscal policy using the frozen assets they have taken from oligarchs. Avery Dennison is going to be placed in the careful section. As I've mentioned before, the company has a lot of competition. The company doesn't have any patents which can protect them from this competition. And most importantly, the company does not have a strong financial statement. The company needs to reduce its expenses, its cost of sale expenses, its general and administrative expenses. The company also needs to reduce its long-term assets and increase their cash reserves in order to improve their stability. In any case, that is all I have to say about the two companies. And in the next video, I'll go through Amcor and Ball. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, and see you next time.